guys, it's Miss Browning. I'm here to read you another bedtime story. Another one of my favorites, and it has a song in it, so I'm going to sing it as it comes up. If you catch on, sing along, but under one rule. Sing it quietly and softly because you're trying to calm down to get into bed. Are you ready? So get cozy and let's read Froggy Goes to Bed by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkiewicz. Are you ready? Here we go. Because we all know when we go to bed, we find every excuse not to go to bed, right? Froggy goes to bed. Oh, Froggy's room is kind of messy. I'd have it clean room before I went to bed. Messy kids. You guys don't do that, do you? Here we go. It was late. Froggy was too pooped to pop. He'd been playing hard at Max's all day long. He looks wiped out, so he's ready for bed, right? Froggy, called his mother. What? It's time for bed. No, cried Froggy. I'm not tired. It's funny how all of a sudden it changes when we actually have to go to bed. Don't try any of these things at home. Why don't you take a nice bath, she said. We'll make it a bubble bath. Okay, said Froggy. But first, I have to find my boat. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy. Flop, flop, flop crossed the floor. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy to find his stuff once more. He looked in the fridge. Nope. He looked beneath the sink. Not here. He looked in the laundry bin. I found it. And he took a bath. Splash, splash, splash. Some weird places to look for your boat, right? But there it is. Okay, let's see what's next. Now it's time to put your pajamas on, said his mother, and she wrapped him all cozy warm in a towel. Okay, said Froggy, but first, I have to find them. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy. Flop, flop, flop crossed the floor. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy to find his stuff once more. Looked on his floor. Nope. Looked in his toy chest. Not here. He looked behind his desk. I found them. And he put them on. Swoop. Okay, let's see what's... Oh, Froggy, called his mother. What? It's time to brush, said his mother. Okay, said Froggy. But first, I have to find my toothbrush. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy. Flop, flop, flop crossed the floor. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy to find his stuff once more. Here he goes. Where is he going to find... Looked in the fishbowl. Nope. Looked in the wastebasket. Not here. He looked in the cookie jar. I found it. Kind of a strange place to find your toothbrush, but I guess the sugar from the cookies remind you to brush your teeth. And he brushed his gums. Brush, brush, brush. Now, I know that sounds weird that he brushed his gums, but why would a frog brush their gums? Because frogs don't have teeth. So very smart detail, right? Okay. Froggy, called his mother. What? I bet you want your Huggy. Yep, said Froggy. What is he going to say? I have to find my Huggy. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy. Flop, flop, flop crossed the floor. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy to find his stuff once more. Okay. Oh. Oh, here it is under the stove. Bonk. Oh. He gave it a hug and climbed into bed. Very weird place, again, for a Huggy. Please don't put your Huggy under a stove because it gets hot, right? Okay, lesson learned. Now it's time to go to sleep, said his mother, and gave him a good night kiss. Okay, said Froggy, but first I need a snack. Then I'll go to sleep. And he hopped out of bed. Ready, guys? Flop, flop, flop went Froggy. Flop, flop, flop crossed the floor. Flop, flop, flop went Froggy to find his stuff once more. Okay, here we go. Munch, scrunch, munch. He ate a bowl of flies. Then he crawled back into bed. I know, flies, ew, to us. But for a frog, flies are completely normal for cereal, right? Here we go. Ready? Oh, I didn't show you the picture. It's browning so bad. Him and his bowl of flies. He's getting into bed. So now the book's over, right? Here we go. Now go to sleep, Froggy, said his mother. She was getting a little tired herself. Okay, said Froggy. But I'm thirsty, and you have to close the closet and open my door just a crack and turn the nightlight down just how I like it. Then I'll go to sleep. It's always something, huh? Oh, fiddlesticks, said his mother, and she got him a glass of water. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. It's spilled. Oh, no. Oh, Froggy, said his mother. She wiped it up, then got him another glass of water. Lop, 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 lop. Closed the door, slam. Opened his door. Oops, Miss Brownie made a mistake. Closed the closet, slam. Opened his door, just a crack. Great. And turned down the light just right. Now go to sleep, she said. I wonder if it's going to work. She did all he said, right? Let's see. Okay, ready? Okay, said Froggy. But first, will you read me a story? Of course, dear. She yawned, and she read, and she read, and she read, till the book dropped, thump, and she fell asleep, snoring like a horse. Not a real horse, like a frog, right? Good night, Mom, said Froggy. Then he closed his eyes and went to sleep. Good night, Froggy, said Mr. Owl, sitting on the branch. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Such a great bedtime story, right? Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you have a very good night's sleep. I love you, and I miss you.